What is going on, everyone? It is Codexual here, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a thumbnail. Now, in my previous video, I said, let me know if you guys want me to show you how to create a thumbnail and how to do a little bit of Photoshop. I'm just going to go ahead and create this tutorial and just do it for you guys. So, there's two images that I've already done, and I've just got done uploading my video here, and it actually needs a thumbnail. So, what better way to start a video when I'm actually creating a thumbnail? Like, let's go ahead and do this. So while that uploads and whatnot, and while I'm going to show you how to do what in Photoshop with this tutorial, so I have these two images right here. I went on towards Google Images and I just typed in YouTube wallpaper, and this is what pops up. It's a 1920 by a 1080 resolution pixels, and that works out for me because it's straight to the point. It shows the YouTube logo and it's red. Red stands out a whole lot. And now I have the subscriber button as well. So right here it says subscribe, then all these numbers. Ooh, okay, look at that. That is actually a bad resolution. Holy crap, it's all pixelated. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just paste that in there. Oh, okay, that's actually a whole lot better. I was about to say, it just got horrible. So let's go ahead and check on a couple other things here. So the reason why I chose these two images, because one, it says subscribe and it shows a whole bunch of numbers. By default, everyone's attracted to getting a whole lot of subscribers. You guys shouldn't be attracted of getting subscribers. You guys should have fun with the platform instead. Have that mentality instead of focusing on numbers. Trust me, you guys, if you guys are solely focused on numbers, you guys are not gonna have fun at all. So what's really the point of being a YouTuber in general? But most people just think about getting subscribers and just getting paid off of YouTube. Well, although it's a nice dream to have, the ultimate dream is about having fun. Is it your dream job? But that's the reason why it shows this illustration, because it will attract people's attention. Okay, sorry about that little pause. I was sneezing. I had to mute my microphone. So we want to get rid of this gray background. So right here is the eraser tool. If we choose the default one, it just creates this. Like we can crop things out like this if you really wanted to. You can choose this other one that will clear up the background. So if it has a background like it's having right now, it'll pop up red. If it doesn't have a background at all, so let's go ahead and disable that, then it'll pop up with this background. So let's go ahead and just keep it like that. But this tool is the magic eraser tool. Basically, it'll pick the entire color and it'll get rid of it. And okay, so now it's kind of hard to see what we need to get rid of, especially if you're colorblind and all you can see is black and white. Now we can go ahead and just zoom in a little bit and use the magic eraser tool again. Get rid of that, get rid of that, that. There's just some things that we can't get rid of with the magic tool, so that's where these other tools come into play. So we can just kind of blemish them out. So let's go back to the fit on screen, and we can go ahead and put this down a notch. So this red and this red are really not matching, which is a good thing and not so good thing, but I want that to be the same color. So if we go ahead and hit on this tool right here, right click and go to the magic magnetic the magnetic lasso, we can drag things this way and it will line it up with the button here, and just line it up all right there. But that's not what I want to use, so there's that tool as well. The other tools I want to show you are the magic wand. So, or you can choose the quick selection. It's basically this right here will select the entire thing that's red. If I want to make a quick selection of the yellow, it will highlight everything in yellow. But if we go back to the magic wand here and just click on it once, it will auto pre-fill the entire red. Now sometimes there's the selection where we have to manually get the lasso here, or you go back towards the quick selection here, and you hit the red. And what you want to do is, what was it, Alt? Nope, it was Shift. You hold down Shift, and now it adds on that selection, so we can make it properly red. So we want to add another selection. We kind of want to get as much red in this B as possible, and within this E. Oops. And hit Control Z if you are having a little bit of problems and need to undo something. So I think for the most part this is good. You guys might think it's a little bit sloppy. It kind of is. Let's just do a couple more quick fix here. Okay, so I think that's good for where it's at. Now if we get, where's that tool at? Basically we're copying this red, and we're going to go ahead and get our brush here and make this entirely red. Now you're probably thinking, well, this background and this background will match. Well, I'm going to show you how to make it stand out. We're going to make this entire thing stand out. So this right here is your eyedropper tool, and you select it and it will pick out the color that you just selected on. And now we can go ahead and hit the brush, and we can pick out these other tools as well. But up here is where you want to resize everything. So I'm just gonna pick a decent size and just go ahead and color it in. Now it's starting to look like it's matching up that background. Okay, nice, very nice. So now, how can we make this stand out? Well, before we get into that, I want to make sure that this is actually really good. It's kind of good. It's kind of alright. Okay, so what we want to do is, you know what? If we make a quick selection on this, I wonder if we hit Control C, copy it into a new layer by hitting Control V, now there's a whole new layer. So I just made a whole new copy of this. So I'm wondering if what I could do is go towards the blending. We kind of want to make this stand out, and I just want to see if we can make it opposite of each other. Basically what I'm saying is, what I mean by opposite of each other, this stands out more than this stands out, because I want you guys to, you know, have fun. Don't worry about much of this number, but we're still going to make this somehow stand out, but we're worried about the button standing out. So if I disable that, now we're back here, go towards our blending options, go towards our outer glow, and now we're going to have white. So let's bring back in the red background, and back towards our blending options, and back to the outer glow. So now we're going to give it white. We're going to give it a whole lot of white. So the it's kind of transparent, and it's kind of a little bit small. So let's make that a little bit bigger. And I don't like it how it's transparent that much. So now it's starting to stand out. Now you can give it noise if you really wanted to, but I don't really use that as much or at all. Let's take down the size just a little bit so it still stands out. So we hit that, then we go back here. Now this stands out more than this. And now I want to make this better whiting, because if you zoom in, it's like a horrible background. So yeah, it's kind of horrible. Like the white on it's really horrible. So we're just gonna have it pure white. So we're gonna go back to our magic wand selection, and we're gonna zoom out because I can't see anything. Oh, okay. Be sure to click on this, because when you have this select on it, we're actually messing around with this. So we're just gonna make this disappear real quick. Yeah, see how better that is? It's more standing out. So let's go ahead and click back on this and hit our selection tool. And let's go ahead and zoom in so we can get those zeros. And remember, you want to hit Shift to get inside those circles, or those E's or B's. Okay, now that we got that, let's go ahead and do the eyedropper, or not. We don't even have to use the eyedropper. We can just hit the two color panes here and go white, all white. So it'll be F F F F F F F F F for the hex key. And now we'll go ahead and grab our brush here, and we're gonna white it up. Yeah, that's a whole lot better. That's a lot better. I like that. So now let's make our thousands here. We can honestly just get rid of all this and start off all new with the numbers, but I kind of want to make these numbers, keep them how they are. Oh, I'm totally done with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom in, and let's bring back in our other layer here. Now, I don't think anything's too bad with this. I think it's actually really good. So, yeah, I actually like that. Now, it's missing some text. So basically, you want people to join that video. So you want to make it stand out. So this right here, I mean, it's talking about YouTube, subscribe, and bunch of subscribers. So that alone does not help out a whole much. A whole bunch. So you need something that would bring in a title. So what we want to do is select the eyedropper here. Um, Make sure it's back to red, and basically what I'm going to be doing is the same thing as this button. So if we bring over the text here, and make sure you can find yourself a good font. If you don't find any good fonts, you can go to dafont.com and you can install it from there. It's actually really simple. Arial Black. Let's just go for Arial Black for this case of example. How to be a YouTuber. And we kind of want to make that a little bit bigger, so maybe 135. Okay, how about 140? And now you're thinking, well, I can't see the text. Well, give it a second, you'll be able to see it. So now that we have on the bottom right, we have that selected. Right click, go to the blending options, go back to the outer layer glow, and now you can kind of see it's standing out. So I want YouTuber to be in one line, and I would just want to add a apostrophe or a question mark towards it. So we go back towards our our text tool, and we're gonna go towards the Y, hit enter, how to be a YouTuber, so it gets straight to the point. Or we can even get rid of this and scroll this down, and we can even add a R at the end with apostrophe in between, and so it kind of looks a little bit more legit and cool. So it just really depends on the creation and whatnot. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll that down just a little bit and scroll this down so there's space in between. How to be a YouTube. Yeah, we need a we need to add a towards the end. So let's go ahead and add another text here. We're going to do the I don't know what's called, the apostrophe, then R. I'll show you guys here in a second. I just don't know what the exact symbol is called, so I do apologize for that. And oops, that wasn't it. This is what we want to do. Make sure you select the correct layers. Okay, now that we have that added on, we can move that, grab this, so it's your move tool, and you can move that a little bit towards the right at the end of the YouTube then. So how to be a YouTuber. Yeah, I like that. I like that a whole lot. And we can center it out just a little bit. So you have these arrows. I wouldn't even call them arrows, but these lines that will help you center off everything. Use them, and like that. I want to add more of a black background here of what this one has. So I don't like the background, what it actually has, the black background. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get rid of that. And we go grab our magic eraser tool. So it can be a quick fix. Make sure that we're on the correct layer. Okay, we are. And there's still a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Now it's gone. So let's go ahead and zoom back out. And let's add a shadow drop towards it. So right click, blending options, and where would it be? It's not inner shadow. Outer glow? No, drop shadow. That's what we want. So click on drop shadow and we can apply it. And you have all these other blending modes. So I want darken. And there we go. So now we got the size going on. So now it kind of brings off the whole entire sides here. I just kind of want to make it a little bit, not too much. And right there. So I know it's a little bit uneven at the bottom, but it actually kind of makes it more stand out, and you can make this stand out and that stand out. Actually, let's go ahead and make these two stand out as well. So blending options. Oh, you only can do one at a time. Okay. So blending options. I want that darkened and spread out just a little bit. Yeah, right there's good. So now let's go ahead and do that towards the top text here. Size, spread out a little bit. Oh, not too much for me. I'm good. And okay, a little bit darker. Okay, so now that stands out, and now we have to grab the YouTube itself. So let's go ahead and just make a duplicate layer just in case if we mess up. And we can go ahead and get rid of this background, all the redness. So now we just have, should I get rid of the red in the tube? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, so now what we can do is right click on the blending options, and we can add the shadow drop towards it. Okay, so now it has more blackness to it. Okay, and we definitely want to add the outer glow. So let's go ahead and bring this back up. Okay, that didn't do anything. Not much. So let's take off the outer glow. That's kind of ugly. That's better. That's a whole lot better. That's sexier. Okay, so this is gonna be my new thumbnail on this tutorial on the one that I was uploading. Where would that be? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and upload that or import the thumbnail, and this will be the same thumbnail for this tutorial, just a little bit different. How to create a thumbnail, and yeah, I'll just keep these two because I'm lazy at the same time, but it gets straight to the point and it catches your guys' attention. So if this video was helpful for you of how to create a thumbnail, give me a like, share the channel. Subscribe to it for most of all, and I'll see you in the next video. Y'all take care. Peace.